So I came here having just finished a degree in English literature for 4 years, and before that I'd been a dancer from the age of 3 to 18, and so I went from doing kind of 8 hours of dancing a week, just recreationally, but I was, very into it. I went from that to drinking a lot of beer, smoking a lot of cigarettes, and reading a book a day, pretty much. Like, we'd have to read 5 novels a week, I think. And it was so static, it was such a static experience that afterwards I had this massive yearning to move. And also I'd become very, very interested in theatre and physical theatre, and seen a lot of physical theatre, and was a little bit frustrated by sorry, this is a long waffly answer. This is okay. Was a little bit frustrated by going to the theatre and just seeing plays that had been remounted and written 200-300 years ago, and was very excited by the possibility of devised work and things that were discovered physically. And I was very lonely reading in my room all day at university, and very felt frustrated by not using my body. And somebody told me about Circomedia and gave me the brochure, and I remember the strapline on the front in those days was a theatre school for circus people or a circus school for theatre people. I don't know if it still is, but that's what it said, and that really appealed to me. The physicality of it appealed to me, and the fact that it was made, that it was devising, and the fact that it was ability to use all of space and to use your body in an incredibly extreme way, and that it seemed so collaborative. So, having had absolutely no experience of circus whatsoever, I didn't tell anyone. I auditioned, I came and did my audition, and then got in and then told everybody I'm going to circus school, which was met with absolute horror by most people that I knew. Like, just confusion. It seemed like such an odd decision. I had, at the same time, I'd been accepted on an MA in broadcast journalism, because I wanted to make radio, and so I deferred that for a year while I did Circomedia, and the idea was that if I'd give it a shot, and after a year I'd go back to that, and I never went back. So when I applied, I think I wanted to come to learn how to make a new theatre, basically a form of devised physical theatre that used like an extreme form of physicality and created pictures in the air. It was quite loose, but I just sort of had an inkling that's what I wanted to do. I thought that there was no way I would be able to be strong enough to do it, because at that point I had no upper body strength and I wasn't particularly fit. I wanted to learn how circus worked, but I didn't think I'd be a circus performer. So the biggest shock was coming here and training and actually discovering that there was a possibility to improve, and that at however old I was then, 23, that it wasn't too late, and that I could still build muscle and build a body that would be able to perform circus. And that was like a total joy, to fall in love with the pure technique and physicality of it, as well as how to use it. Yes, that was a surprise and a very welcome one. Yeah, okay. So I now am one of 3 artistic directors of Ockham's Razor, who are a contemporary circus company, and we make shows and tour them to big tops, to theatres, and outdoors now. We've made 7 shows, I think, 3 short ones and 4 full-length ones. One of the things we do is we make new and unusual pieces of equipment, so we reimagine traditional circus equipment. And the other thing we do is we use the movement of circus to tell stories. So we look for the metaphor and the relationship and the theatre in it. That is definitely something that came through the training that I had at Circomedia. The fact that from the very beginning I was trained in technique alongside physical theatre and certain Lecoq techniques really from the very, very beginning, I was thinking about, oh, there is this movement possibility. What can it mean? What can it signify? Like, how can it touch people? And that, I think, is really profound, and I'm so grateful to Circomedia for that. Like, because it gave me a way of thinking about it. And the other thing that it did was that we had the training to make quite quickly that on Friday presentations is that we would make something and present it on a Friday. So I learned so much that on my own, actually, that we were given the tools to then go and make work and learn how to make work by doing it, which meant that then when I went out in the world, I just sort of had the resilience to know I can go in a room and throw some ideas around and make something. So I really felt like that form of teaching that gave me the confidence to do it on my, of my own, like with help, but yeah, was fantastic.